Hello there. If you're watching this video, chances are you're just like many of the people I've met over my 20 plus years as a physician. You care deeply about your health, you pay attention to what you eat, and above all, you believe that a warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning is the perfect way to start the day. I understand that feeling. Waking up early, brewing a hot cup of tea, cooking up a fragrant pot of oatmeal, and sitting by the window, it's a quiet, meaningful moment, a comforting routine that feels harmless, even wonderfully healthy. But then your body starts to speak. You notice you tire more easily. Your ankles swell slightly. Sometimes your heart skips or races without warning. Have you ever felt that way? Now, I'm not here to tell you that oatmeal is bad. Not at all. In fact, it's one of the best gifts nature has given us. But I want you to imagine this. What if a food that's good for your heart could also quietly exhaust your kidneys? Would you want to know that now, before it's too late? In this video, I'll be sharing with you 6 common mistakes people over 60 often make when eating oatmeal. Things I've seen again and again in my daily practice. And the good news is, every single one of them is easy to fix, once you understand your body and listen to what it's telling you. Are you ready? Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Eating too much oatmeal in one sitting. Have you ever thought, the more of a good thing, the better it must be for my health? I used to believe that too, and honestly, so have many of my older patients. Until those very good things started turning into a burden. Oatmeal is a wonderful food. It helps stabilize blood sugar, supports digestion, and can even lower cholesterol. But like everything in life, too much of a good thing can quietly shift into something harmful. I once cared for a patient named Robert. He was 74, active, and deeply committed to his health. Every morning, he ate oatmeal. Not a modest bowl, but a heaping one. He truly believed he was doing something great for his heart. But after a few months, he started feeling unusually tired. His hands began to swell. He found himself short of breath, climbing stairs he used to take with ease. The lab results told the story. His kidneys were under strain. Do you know why? Because oatmeal, while healthy, contains phosphorus, potassium, and protein. And when consumed in large amounts, especially in older adults, those nutrients can overwhelm kidneys that are no longer filtering as efficiently. And each time the kidneys are forced to keep up, they wear down a little more. Quietly, slowly. So no, eating less doesn't mean you're missing out. Eating the right amount in the right way is how you truly take care of yourself. If you're just starting out with oatmeal, begin gently. 2 to 3 tablespoons of dry oats a day is plenty. Let your body adjust over time. There's no need to rush. Health is not a race. It's a journey of self-understanding, one thoughtful step at a time. Mistake number 2. Eating only oatmeal as your main meals over a long period of time. I want you to imagine this. A retiree, living alone, wanting to stay healthy, simple, and cost-conscious. Every day, 3 meals, all oatmeal. No rice, no fish, no meat. Just oatmeal cooked with water. Sometimes topped with a little fruit. Sometimes not. Sounds very healthy, very disciplined, doesn't it? But let me tell you, I've seen many people follow this kind of routine, and more often than not, the results were not what they hoped for. Yes, oatmeal is high in fiber. That's true. But it's low in protein and healthy fats. 2 things that are absolutely essential for maintaining muscle mass, hormone balance, and energy in older adults. When all you eat is oatmeal, without adding any sources of protein or fat, your body slowly starts using your own muscles for fuel. The result? Weaker immunity, ongoing fatigue, dull skin, and eventually, the kidneys begin to suffer. You see, the kidneys don't just filter waste. They also help regulate nutrients in your bloodstream. When you're undernourished for too long, your kidneys work harder to keep everything in balance. And every day they do that is one more day of silent decline. I once told a patient this: oatmeal is great, but it's not a lone hero. It needs teammates. So instead of eating only oatmeal, pair it with unsweetened plant-based milk, a boiled egg, a few slices of avocado, a handful of unsalted cashews, or some grilled lean meat. That kind of balanced meal will keep you strong, energized, and resilient. Not just lighter on the scale, but healthier in the long run. Are you falling into the oatmeal is enough habit? If so, maybe it's time to step back and reflect. Mistake number 3, adding too much sugar, honey, sweetened condensed milk, or sugary toppings to your oatmeal. Have you ever noticed this? When we start eating healthier, there's often this little voice in the back of our minds that says, well, I'm eating oatmeal. That's already good, right? A little sugar to make it taste better can't hurt. And so, a drizzle of honey, a spoonful of condensed milk, maybe some sweet syrup. They slowly turn what was once a simple, wholesome bowl into something more like a dessert. It happens gradually, quietly. But it matters. I once worked with a lovely lady named Ellen, 68 years old, very proud of her clean eating habits. Every morning she had oatmeal, but with 2 tablespoons of honey, some banana slices, a handful of raisins, and a bit of peanut butter. Sound delicious and healthy? That's what she thought too. But her lab results told a different story. Her blood sugar was spiking, her potassium levels were high, and most concerning, her kidney function was starting to decline. Why? Because too much sugar, especially simple sugars, causes a rapid spike in blood glucose. And when that happens, your kidneys are pushed to work overtime to help the body restore balance. It's not always obvious, but over time the damage adds up. I told Ellen, and I want to tell you too, not all fruit is harmless, and not everything labeled natural sweetness is good for you. A pinch of cinnamon, a few fresh apple slices, or a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa can bring warm, rich flavor without burdening your kidneys or throwing off your blood sugar. Eating oatmeal the healthy way doesn't mean giving up joy. It means learning to love your body through small, thoughtful choices. So let me ask you, what did you add to your oatmeal this morning? Mistake number 4, eating raw oats or oats that haven't been soaked or cooked thoroughly. Have you ever come across an overnight oats recipe online? Just pour dry oats into a jar, add some milk or water, leave it in the fridge overnight, and voila, a quick and healthy breakfast waiting for you in the morning. Sounds perfect, doesn't it? But here's something most people won't tell you. Not all types of oats are suitable for eating raw or just soaked cold. And when you're over 60, your stomach and your kidneys aren't as forgiving as they once were. I remember treating Mr. Harold, 71 years old. He loved things that were quick and simple. Every morning he pulled out a jar of cold-soaked oats from the fridge. No cooking, no heating. He said it made him feel clean and light, but within just a few weeks he started experiencing bloating, irregular bowel movements, and a nagging discomfort in his lower abdomen. The cause? Raw oats. Oats that hadn't been properly heat treated. Even when soaked, the fiber in raw oats can be harsh on the digestive system, especially for older adults. It can lead to gas, indigestion, and malabsorption of nutrients. But it doesn't stop there. When digestion is compromised, your body struggles to absorb minerals properly, and once again, your kidneys are left to pick up the slack. Filtering waste, managing electrolytes, balancing fluids, it's all placed on their shoulders. Here's what I recommend. If you enjoy cold-soaked oats, use thinly rolled oats and make sure they soak for at least 6 to 8 hours in plant-based milk or water. And if you're using steel-cut oats or whole groats, they must be thoroughly cooked. Remember, healthy eating isn't just about what you eat, but how you prepare it. A warm, well-cooked bowl of oatmeal in the morning doesn't just comfort your stomach, it gives your kidneys a well-deserved break too. Mistake number 5. Eating oatmeal when you're too hungry or after long periods of fasting. I want you to imagine this kind of morning. You wake up late, you skip dinner the night before, your stomach is growling like a wildfire. In a rush, you grab a packet of oats, pour in hot water, eat it quickly just to fill the emptiness, and head out the door. Sounds familiar? In reality, this is one of the most common and most risky scenarios I've seen in many older patients. When you eat oatmeal while extremely hungry or after prolonged fasting, your body is in a state of depletion, low blood sugar, reduced insulin, and elevated stress hormones. Then suddenly you flood it with oatmeal, a food rich in carbohydrates. What happens? Your blood sugar spikes quickly, only to crash soon after, leading to what we call reactive hypoglycemia. You feel tired, shaky, lightheaded. Sometimes your heart might race unexpectedly, but there's something even more concerning behind those symptoms. Your kidneys are being forced to work double time, trying to stabilize blood sugar, balance sodium, and restore internal equilibrium. I once told a longtime patient of mine, don't let your body go hungry until it's crying out, because at that point, your kidneys are no longer a partner. They've become a soldier fighting alone. The best way to eat oatmeal, especially after 60, is to pair it with a healthy source of protein or fat. Think a few slices of avocado, a boiled egg, or a small handful of almonds. That balance helps steady your blood sugar, keeps you feeling full longer, and most importantly, eases the burden on your kidneys. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for your body is simply not to rush it. Mistake number 6, overusing oatmeal for rapid weight loss. I know, losing weight after 60 can feel like an uphill battle. Our bodies change, metabolism slows down, and sometimes, no matter how little we eat, the weight just seems to stick. So it's no surprise that many people turn to simple, guaranteed diet plans, like eating only oatmeal. I once met a retired teacher named Linda. She was determined to get back in shape and chose what she called a 7-day oatmeal cleanse. Breakfast, oatmeal, lunch, oatmeal, dinner, still oatmeal, maybe with a few pieces of fruit. The result? She lost nearly 6 pounds in the first week. But at what cost? Fatigue, hair loss, dizziness, and most concerning of all, her blood tests revealed that her kidneys were screaming. Her electrolytes were out of balance, potassium levels were too high, and her kidney filtration rate had dropped slightly. Why? Because a one-sided diet like that lacks essential nutrients: zinc, iron, B12, protein, the very building blocks your body needs to stay strong. And when those nutrients are missing, your kidneys have to work even harder to hold on to what little is left in your bloodstream. It becomes a vicious cycle, and it's one we often put ourselves in without even realizing. I once told Linda something I'll now tell you too. Weight loss should be an act of self-love, not self-punishment. Oatmeal can absolutely be part of a healthy eating plan, but it shouldn't be the only star on the stage. Balance your meals with leafy greens, tofu, fish, eggs, and unsalted nuts. Feed your body with patience, not panic, and you'll see changes not just in the mirror, but in your skin, your energy, and your lab results. Because real wellness isn't just about shedding pounds. It's about gaining back your vitality. Dear friend, we've just walked through 6 common mistakes people often make when eating oatmeal after the age of 60. They may sound small, but each one can quietly impact one of the most vital, yet often overlooked, organs in your body, your kidneys, those silent heroes that filter your blood every single day. Let me be clear, I don't want you to be afraid of oatmeal. On the contrary, I want you to love it the right way. Oatmeal is not the problem. The real problem begins when we put our full trust in it while forgetting about balance. Please remember this. A bowl of oatmeal can either be a source of nourishment or a hidden burden on your kidneys, depending entirely on how you prepare it. Eat in moderation, eat at the right time. Eat with awareness and kindness toward your body. Because in the end, true health isn't found in strict diets. It's found in understanding and in compassion for ourselves. If this video has touched you in some way, if someone comes to mind who might need to hear this, please share it. Your one simple act of sharing could be the reason someone avoids chronic kidney disease in the future. Thank you for watching. Take care of your kidneys. They've taken care of you for a lifetime.